May profits be upon you. This is RT Money representing Lions Den FX. And I want to welcome you back to my YouTube channel. All right, let's take a look at New Zealand dollar yen. All right, let's look at the NZD yen. Now, why am I looking at that? First of all, the RT Money Meter sales for the week ahead, March 28th. We got number 2 ranked NZD, one of the stronger ones, 2 and above. You know, that's where I look for the stronger pairs at 2 and above, and this one is at 2.34. And down here at last on the list in 8th place is the yen. All right, and that's at 7.13. All right, very weak. Here's the deal though. It's an overextended market. You have to be careful with overextended markets, very similarly to the Aussie dollar on the other side, because it is overextended. And with overextended markets, there's the chance that price is going to correct. We can go right into correction at any time. Okay, so you have to be careful with those. Now, let's take a look. That having been said, all right, it's very similar setup to the Aussie yen that I had posted the video analysis for the forecast earlier. Check it out. I'll leave a link for you at the end of this video. You can just click on it. Okay. What we see is a couple of good items. All right. One, we see that. What is that going on there? Okay. One, we see the highs were taken out on the way up to what I'm seeing is a zone of supply here. Okay. And I'm going to take a closer look at that. But the important part is that the liquidity was taken along this way. There was liquidity generated here, liquidity generated here, liquidity taken here. I mean, we took out all these 3 areas. All right. And when you see that, especially at pivotal spots, like flex, important flexion points of, of structure, like this one here, you break, you come up for a lower high, and then you make a lower low. All right. This is an important structural point. And after you break that and you take those, take the liquidity there, it's fair to expect price may roll over at the next zone of supply and go into correction. After this impulse, you look for that correction. All right. So, and they usually, if it's going to make a move like that, it needs to acquire liquidity. And we've seen that mission was already accomplished. Now, we're going to go down to the daily, and I want to show you why I have this supply zone circled on the weekly. Because it's a fair zone. The buying started here and it dropped. It is unmitigated. It is unmitigated. So when price hits those unmitigated points, sometimes we see reversals depending on the trend. If it's a pro-trend trade, idea, is it continuing the momentum, the prevailing momentum? All right. So just like I pointed out with the Aussie yen, price hit this daily zone of supply and had a bearish reaction. However, we can see on Friday that the bulls came back in, the buyers came back in and pushed price back up. Okay. What does that mean? Doesn't mean much, but it's interesting that we're not seeing this, the continuation of a very aggressive bullish candles. All right. These are very aggressive now. Believe me, there's a lot of momentum in this overextended market, right? That's why you have to be careful of these reversals. And I'm hoping that we may be catching one before it actually starts, all right? So we come up to the 50% of this zone of supply, all right? And we want to see what this price action looks like up close. Let's take a closer look on the 4-hour. And what do we see? We see higher highs and higher lows, right? We see higher high, you know, those highs being broken and pullbacks. What do I want to see? I want to see that low here be taken out like so. All right, that's what I want to see. I want to see the low taken out so that we can get something like this. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. I want to see that low taken out and then come a return to impulse somewhere in this leg of structure. All right, and then down, 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 down. Okay, that's what I want to see. All right, that we break structure here. If price doesn't go any higher here, and we break this structure here, that is a change of character. That lets us know the early warning sign that price may be shifting from bullish momentum to bearish momentum. And you wait for price to come back up and you take that trade. All right, here's the deal though. This is a counter trend trade, a counter trend trade. This is bullish momentum, right? Bullish is trending bullish. The last break of structure was to the upside. So this is a counter trend trade. It's not as it's what's the word? It's a little more riskier. All right, it's a little more riskier than a pro trend trade. All right, that's all. Nothing wrong with taking counter trend trades now. All right, just know that when you take a counter trend trade, it could turn around on you at any moment. All right, you know, you're looking at where it might turn around. All right, you're looking hard at those areas. All right, this would be like a TP1 for me. All right, because we see that there is demand there. Okay, now a confirmation trade is what I like to require myself. You know, that's part of my criteria. If I'm going to take a counter trend trade, I look for a break of structure as opposed to a change of character. All right, I'd like to see this broken right here. That's what I would like to see. I would like to see that broken. And then I will take the pullback to, you know, the return to impulse, the return to origin. If this turns into an order block here, this would be perfect for me to take a confirmation entry for a counter trend trade. Do you understand? I hope so. I always say, do you understand? As if I can hear your response. Believe me, I got my ear, excuse me, on the monitor, on my speakers, listening for you, my subscribers. Now, all right, let's go to the 15 and let's see if we can get a closer view of the price action, and maybe we can get a hint, just like I did with the Aussie yen. Maybe we can get a hint as to what price may want to do. Now, what we want to note is highs being broken, right? We are still part of the uptrend, the up move here. All right, the high broken here. All right, and this is the highest point, right? As soon as it breaks this high, all right, and makes the highest high, we're looking to see where is the lowest point before that high is made. Here, this would be my change of character line. All right, price does this number. I'm looking for it to break that low and then come back into this impulsive leg for a what do you call it? A more aggressive entry for a short. And we get that. Price gives us this number here, all right, coming into the fair value gap here. It could have took this short, all right? It could have took this short and break that low, break this low here. Let me get rid of some of this. All right. Breaking lows, we'll break that low. We'll break this low, right? We come back up, return to impulse. Come all the way back up here, man. This is the optimal entry for a short. We take this low out, great. All right, now price is coming back. All right, are we coming back to what? Are we coming back because we broke another structural point to the downside? All right, well, we can expect a return to impulse, and we have another unmitigated order block up here. Price does come up to this order block, and we're starting to fall. Great. All right. Again, these are counter trend trades. Okay, you just have to bear in mind that the next move could be down to this bullish order block here, and then back up, taking out this high. You have to be careful. That's all. That's the peril of the caution of taking counter trend trades. All right. Now we did go lower. All right, with a strong close. All right, a strong break and close below that low. Great. Return to impulse. We're respecting that. If price goes higher than that point here and breaks these highs, I'm pretty sure it's going to take out the liquidity for these highs. All right, because we have that would be the next target for liquidity. All right, but on closer inspection, what we're going to note is price did break that low. 2 candlestick pullback after taking the liquidity to that high, going into a supply zone here. All right, that's what you want to see. And price gives us a nice little M pattern and breaks the neckline there. And if price is to pull back, we'll look for it to come into that the gap it left, the imbalance, and maybe present a nice entry, a more aggressive entry for a short. I'm not going to take that short, but I'm saying that it's there, and we would target the lows of this structure. Okay. Now, once it breaks this, that's when I start looking for pullbacks to take shorts. That is just what I'm looking at on the 15. All right, I'm looking for more. I need more confirmation when it comes to counter trend trades. This low here, if it breaks that low, this is a zone of demand. All right, an opposing zone of demand. Let me get rid of some of this here. All right, I'm giving you another scenario right now. If it goes into this, well, see, we gotta see that wick there. It comes into this zone. All right, which makes me think that there is we might not have enough buying orders here for price to reverse price. Well, we may get a reaction, right? And I like the extremes of those reactions after price breaks through a demand zone. I'm looking for that pullback to the extreme of that reaction, and then I can take that short. I need that kind of confirmation. I can't just take, well, we broke it here. If it pulls back here, on a counter trend trade, no. Pro trend trade, I'll take this all day, every day. All right. Counter trend, I need more of a confirmation. So I need, this is the low that was responsible for breaking that high and making this high. So I'm looking at this as being a stronger low, and strong lows you can trade from. All right. So we're going to see how things pan out. Okay. A couple of things to look for. All right. Price did break that low, so we may be coming back down. All right. But we may have a little interesting situation here. All right. If price breaks through, I'm waiting for the pullback at the extreme of the reaction to this zone, and we could take a short here. All right. Or if price starts to come back up, if this strong low, which made this high, that broke that high, if this demand that broke the supply here, all right, if it holds, this may be a great trend, a great pro trend trade to take out this high and these highs here, the equal highs here. All right. I am looking for that situation. The same situation I'm looking for in Aussie yen. I hope that clarifies, that we are prepared for either way it goes. All right. This is a very interesting area to watch on the 15. All right. And I would be entering on the 1 just to let you know, but to get the best entry for the best risk to reward. But I will post for sure when I do enter. Okay. And I want you to trade safely. Okay. I want you to tap that like button if you like what I'm doing. If you want to encourage me to do some more, subscribe and share. All right. And leave me a comment. Leave me some feedback if you find it the analysis beneficial on any of the pairs that I went over. Trade safely. I'll see you in the next video.